Okay, so it looks like Congress is going to pass the KXL pipeline. So this is the pipeline right here that the media has been talking about for the last 3 years. And they also have been talking about things like the carbon tax rebate checks and divestment. These are the only 3 arguments that, and the carbon cap. These are the only 3 arguments that the media will allow to be discussed. And so the consumers are here discussing it. They're saying, but there seems to be a hole in that argument. And the point is that because the media prevents any sort of real discussion on the problem with the carbon tax or the carbon cap or divestment, and these are not solutions. These 3 arguments are not solutions to toxic problems that we face. And that's because big oil supports divestment. Why? Because the carbon tax passes costs back to the consumer. So big oil just pays the tax and laughs all the way to the bank. These arguments, the carbon tax, divestment, and the carbon cap, are all diversions from the real solution. The real solution being a solar payment policy that requires PG&E to pay homeowners who feed solar onto the grid 49 cents a kilowatt hour for harvesting solar energy and feeding it onto the grid. That's a real solution. These other things are not solutions because all of them are defective and have all been rejected in Europe. There's no carbon tax in Europe. There's no divestment in Europe. You know, there is no carbon cap in Europe. The only people pushing that are the oil companies and the gas companies. And remember, the people can't see the hole in the argument. The hole in the argument, right there in pink in this cartoon, is that big oil supports divestment. Big oil supports the carbon tax. Big oil supports the cap on carbon because they know those are not solutions. What big oil opposes is a solar payment policy because that takes power away from big oil. That shuts down big oil. That has been used to ban fracking in Europe. And so big oil and the gas companies and utility companies are afraid of solar. They don't want the homeowners getting more money. They don't want the homeowners getting more political power because this sort of decentralization of the energy policy of California will take power away from the atomic energy companies and give power to the homeowners and shift the energy policy to the homeowners having the majority control, and they'll be making the lion's share of the income from energy. That's why big oil is opposed to solar and is distracting you from seeing what's going on by running arguments like the carbon tax or divestment or a carbon cap. Thank you.